How are you? I hope you are quite well. Stay safe at your home, and you are continuing your studies through online in the current situation. Now today's video lecture we want to discuss with you some important numerical problems based on dimensional analysis. As we have studied in earlier lectures, what are the dimension of any physical quantity, what are the applications of dimensional analysis of the dimensions of any physical quantity, and now by applying the dimensional analysis concept we will solve some important problems. Let us take the problem. First is written here, that is, in an equation is given, that is P plus A upon V square, V minus V is equal to RT, where P is pressure, V is volume, and capital T is the absolute temperature. Find the dimensions of constant A and B. Here A and B are the constant. Dimensions of constant A and B. Okay. Here, as you know, from the solution, this is a van der Waals equation of gas. Okay. P is the pressure. The term which is added, A upon V square with pressure, must be the similar nature as pressure, because from the principle of homogeneity, that is A upon V square is equal to dimension of P, because like quantities can be added or subtracted according to the principle of homogeneity. Since A upon V square term is added with the pressure, so it means A upon V square necessarily be the pressure term. So dimension of that one, that is dimension of A is equal to dimension of P into V square. Okay. As we know, the dimension of P is nothing but M L minus 1 T minus 2 into what is the dimension of V? That is L cube whole square. So we have M L raised to the power 5 T minus 2. It is L raised to the power 6 minus 1 5. So the dimension of A is nothing but M L raised to the power 5 T raised to the power minus 2. If you write the unit अगर आप लिखना चाहें तो you can write this as Newton per meter square. Unit of A is unit of pressure, that is Newton upon meter square into meter की power volume square means meter की power 6, that is Newton into meter की power 4. ये जो है इसकी यूनिट हो जाएगी, न्यूटन इंटू मीटर रेज़ टू द पावर 4. Now let us take how we calculate the dimension of small b. The dimension of small b is dimension of volume, that is L. It's a very simple, क्योंकि वॉल्यूम में सब्ट्रैक्ट किया गया है तो नेचुरली वॉल्यूम ही होगा बी. ओके, सो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. Now let us take another problem, that is Let us take another problem, that is a velocity v of a particle is written in terms of time t as v is equal to at plus b upon c plus t. Find the dimension of a and b. We have to find out the dimension of a, the dimension of b, and the dimension of c as well. Okay. How we can solve this problem? It's a simple logic. From the application of dimensional analysis, we know that the dimension of each and every physical relation, the dimension of from the principle of homogeneity, we know that the dimension of each and every term on either side of any physical relation must have same. So here is the on the right hand side the term must be velocity term, and on the second term on the right hand side must also be the velocity term. From the principle of homogeneity, the dimension of c is equal to dimension of time, dimension of t, that is t. Okay, it is because like quantities can be added or subtracted. Since time c is added with time, so it must have the dimension of time. क्योंकि टाइम में मास और लेंथ और कोई अदर फिजिकल क्वांटिटी को हम ऐड या सब्ट्रैक्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं. दैट इज वेरी सिंपल लॉजिक. सो द डायमेंशन ऑफ सी इज टी. ओके, नाउ द डायमेंशन ऑफ b upon c plus t equal to dimension of velocity, that is b. So dimension of b is equal to dimension of v into time, that is lt minus 1 into t. So we have the dimension of b is l, nothing else. What is the dimension of a? The dimension of a into t is equal to dimension of velocity. The dimension of a v upon t, that is lt minus 1 upon t, that is lt minus 2. So we have dimension of a is equal to lt minus 2, dimension of b is equal to l, dimension of c is equal to t. That's a very simple trick. Okay, हमें प्रिंसिपल ऑफ होमोजेनिटी बिल्कुल एकदम माइंड में रिमेम्बर करना है, और इसके बाद कोई भी फिजिकल रिलेशन दिया गया है उसमें कुछ कांस्टेंट्स अगर हैं, you can find out the dimension of that particular constant by this logic. Okay, let us take another problem. Third problem, that is written here. The displacement equation of wave is given by y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx, where a is amplitude of wave, x is the position, and t is the time. Find the dimensional formula of omega by k. वेव, कोई वेव है, उसका इक्वेशन दिया गया है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट यानी उसका विस्थापन का इक्वेशन दिया गया है, ए एम्पलीट्यूड है. ओके, आपको पता है कि वेव जब भी हम लोग लिखते हैं तो उसका मान लीजिए इस टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर है, तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट किसी भी टाइम पर y है, ये एम्पलीट्यूड मैक्सिमम डिस्प्लेसमेंट को हम एम्पलीट्यूड बोलते हैं, और x डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है टाइम के रिस्पेक्ट में, और x पोजीशन के रिस्पेक्ट में उसकी पोजीशन किसी भी टाइम पर डिस्प्लेसमेंट y इज इक्वल टू रिटर्न है. वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द डायमेंशनल फार्मूला ऑफ ओमेगा, दैट इज एंगुलर स्पीड एंड प्रोपगेशन वेक्टर k. Here it is immaterial what is omega and k, but it is material that what is the dimensional formula of omega and k, and we will have to take the ratio of these two, then we will find our result. So from a simple logic, this is a question. Omega t minus kx will represent the angle. इसमें कोई डाउट है आप लोगों को? Have you any doubt? Sine of what? Sine of any particular angle. It means the dimension of both terms omega t as well as kx both should have the dimension of angle. As you know, angle is a dimensionless quantity. So omega t dimension of omega t is equal to dimension of angle. That is dimension of omega is equal to 1 upon t, that is t minus 1. Why 1? We have written 1. Dimension of angle is, as you know, angle is dimensionless. Okay, so its dimension is 1. Dimension formula 1 लिख सकते हैं. Dimension इसका 0 है, 1 की पावर 0 लेंगे. So what is the dimension of omega? That is t minus 1. Similarly, the dimension of kx is dimension of angle. So k is equal to 1 upon x, that is x is the position, so it has dimension L minus 1. This is 1 and this is 2. So what is the dimension of omega upon k? So the dimension of omega upon k is equal to t minus 1 upon L minus 1, that is Lt minus 1. So definitely omega by k is a term which represents the velocity of the wave with which it is propagating. Okay, so it's very simple to find out dimensional formula of any constant if it is written in terms of equation or in any physical relation. So we can find by the logic, that is the principle of homogeneity, and by knowing the dimension of all remaining physical quantities, we can have an idea of dimension of that particular constant. Okay, let us take the fourth problem, that is given that force is equal to alpha upon density plus beta cube. Find out the dimension of alpha and beta. If you apply the logic of principle of homogeneity, you will find that here the term density on the right side in the denominator is added with beta cube. So beta cube has naturally the dimension of density. So we can write this as beta dimension of beta cube is equal to dimension of density. Okay, that is ml minus 3. As you know, density is equal to mass upon value, that is ml minus 3. It has dimension. So beta has dimension of beta is equal to ml minus 3 whole upon 1 by 3. That's equal to m raised to the power 1 by 3 and L raised to the power minus 1. So that's very simple. The dimension of beta is equal to m raised to the power 1 by 3, L raised to the power minus 1. Similarly, we can write alpha is equal to dimension of alpha is equal to dimension of force into density. The dimension of alpha can be written as equal to dimension of force into density, because alpha can write as force into the density plus beta cube. So dimension of force, as you know, ml t minus 2, and the dimension of density ml minus 3 equal to m raised to the power 2 l minus 2 t minus 2. This is the dimension of alpha. So we have alpha is equal to m square l minus 2 t minus 2, and beta has dimension m 1 by 3 l minus 1. So in this way we can solve the dimension of any typical constants written in any expression. Written here, the unit of mass, length and force are chosen as fundamental unit. Then find the dimensional formula of time. It's a very extraordinary question. As you know, mass, length and time are the fundamental units, but the force is not a fundamental unit. But in this particular problem, it has been given that if force, mass and length, all three are used as a fundamental units, then what would be the dimensional formula of time? Let us try to solve it. As you know, the dimension of force F is equal to क्या होता है? ml t minus 2. Okay, it's very simple. So we can write t square is equal to, from this, t square is equal to ml upon f, ml upon f. Okay, that means f minus 1 ml t square. That is t is equal to f minus 1 ml. So we have f raised to the power minus 1 by 2, m raised to the power 1 by 2, l raised to the power 1 by 2. This is the dimensional formula of time t. Okay, that's very simple. And in the competitive exam, the questions can be asked like that, not directly by giving the physical relation, find out the dimensional formula of any particular physical quantity. So you must know here, since force is a derived physical quantity, so its unit is derived unit, and the dimensional formula of force is written here ml t minus 2. So from here we can have t square is equal to ml upon f, and t square is f minus 1 ml, so t is equal to f minus half m half and l half. So that's all. अगले वीडियो लेक्चर में हम आप लोगों से कुछ टिपिकल डायमेंशनल फार्मूला का कैलकुलेशन की चर्चा करेंगे. ओके, दैट्स ऑल टुडे. बाय.